1. And now we will have the presenting of the colors by the JROTC department. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ring with the harmonies. The STEAM Academy at Carver. You may be seated. The STEAM Academy at Carver and the Carver Early College family welcomes you to our annual commencement exercise. We are honored and pleased that you are here to celebrate with us. The STEAM Academy at Carver and Carver Early College have maintained high expectations and promoted a culture of academic achievement. We recognize alumni, community members, parents, caretakers, and partners who have all joined us in our efforts to shape and mold America's next generation of leaders.
The graduating classes of Carver Early College and Carver STEAM endeavored to build a foundation of success, a promise of post-secondary possibilities, and a broadening legacy of excellence. This year, we are pleased to graduate 200 scholars. These very accomplished students have garnered college scholarship offers totaling over $18.5 million. This is the largest number of scholarship dollars ever earned for both schools. Now, please join us in welcoming distinguished guests. Please stand and be recognized as I call your names. Dr. Lisa Herring, Superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools. Atlanta Public School Board of Education, expanded cabinet members. Dr. Tanae Davis, Georgia State University. Dr. Nikita Warfield, Chief Academic Officer of Purpose-Built Schools. And all other honored guests, thank you. Will the principals from our feeder schools please stand and be recognized? Please recognize our assistant principals and deans from Carver STEAM, Ms. Naomi Henry, Mr. Lorenzo McGee, Mr. Jonathan Scott, and Dr. Chaucer Colbert Williams. From Carver Early College, Dr. Melinda Landsman, Dr. Yolanda McKee, and Dr. Connie Relaford. Will all 12th grade advisors please stand? Will the faculty and staff of the STEAM Academy at Carver and Carver Early College please stand? Will all business and community partners please stand? Will all PTSA officers and GO team members from our campus please stand? Will all alumni of Carver please stand and represent the proud Panther heritage? Our campus is a living testament to the great things that can happen for scholars when parents, teachers, and the community join hands to create an environment dedicated to student success. Speaking of success, we would like to recognize our girls track team for winning the 4x100 meter state championship and our Carver Panther football team for their record-breaking season and representing our school community and Atlanta Public Schools in the state championship game. Members of the track team, football players, coaches, please stand to be recognized. Finally, would the loving parents and caretakers of the members of this class please stand to be recognized? Thank you.
It is my honor to introduce our Superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools, Dr. Lisa Herring. Dr. Herring came to APS in July of 2020, just as the pandemic was causing a disruption in all of our lives. But she and APS withstood the storm. Born and raised in Macon, Georgia, she's a proud graduate of Spelman College and went on to earn her doctorate in education from Georgia Southern University. I'm sure you would agree, from an educational standpoint, all of that is great. But let's just step back for a moment to reveal a little bit more about the person behind this terrific leader. Dr. Herring can cite statistics, policy, and theory at a drop of a hat. Quite impressive, as I'm sure we would all agree. But there's something even more impressive about her. Dr. Herring raised her daughter, received her doctorate, and climbed the ranks of education on the way to becoming our superintendent as a single parent. She is well-rounded too. She loves cooking Sunday dinner. She enjoys sports. And if you've ever seen her at an APS event, you could tell right away that she cares deeply about our students. Dr. Herring is a great example of what can be accomplished if you follow her lead and get a strong educational foundation. So join me in welcoming someone who wants all of us to succeed, our very own superintendent, Dr. Lisa Herring.
Thank you for the very gracious introduction, and good afternoon to the class of 2022. Before I get to my remarks, I'd like to give a special recognition to the entire Atlanta Public Schools community for the honor of delivering remarks for today's commencement. I'm the one up here, but there are so many behind me and beside me to ensure scholars and families that today is a success for our graduates. I'd like to recognize, and you've already been recognized, so let me encourage you to get the energy out that shows how you have also gathered behind our graduates to ensure their success today. If they are the hardest working group, you are the hardest working supporters, and that's our parents and our guardians and supporters who have given us the opportunity to educate our scholars. I'd like to recognize our Atlanta Public School Board members who are in attendance in their individual capacity. Our board chairwoman, Ms. Ishay Collins. Our board vice chairwoman, Ms. Aretta Baldwin. Following board members, board member Katie Howard, board member Michelle Olympiadis, board member Tamara Jones, and board member Cynthia Briscoe Brown. To our outstanding and stellar principals, Ms. Rogers and Mr. Mohammed and your leadership teams, thank you for your stellar leadership. Everyone, to be clear, today is indeed a cause for celebration, but it is about the graduates who sit so proudly in front of us. Graduates, you have reached a tremendous milestone. Yes, you've worked hard, and yes, we are all so very proud of every single one of you. Let me remind you, graduates, that you are about to become newly minted alums of the Atlanta Public School System, one of the oldest public school systems in the United States of America. To that end, Atlanta Public Schools will celebrate the occasion of our 150th birthday this coming school year, and we all take great pride in our district's ongoing commitment to providing a scholarly education for all children, and you help to continue that legacy. Consider the legacy, though, of your namesake, Dr. George Washington Carver, who was the most prominent Black scientist of the 20th century. Concerning life, Dr. Carver said, when you do the common things in life in an uncommon way, when you do the common things in life in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world. Commanding the attention of the world. Commanding attention. You have the power to take command. Here are just a few things that have commanded attention this year for you. The Carver Early College Robotics team received an Industrial Design Award and a $5,000 grant, commanding attention. Carver STEAM is the only Atlanta school to offer P-Tech, an IBM program that equips students with an associate's degree from Atlanta Technical College, as well as job and internship opportunities. Commanding. And both campuses have made incredible progress in graduation rates, and as shared today in the historic gathering of millions of dollars of scholarships earned by the groups of graduates sitting here today, over 18 million to be exact. That is commanding. It is. And how about commanding attention in athletics this year, where you were tennis state playoff qualifiers, girls track and field state champions in the Class 3A 400-meter relay, and in football, regional 3A champions and state runners-up. As I look at the faces of those seated before me, and I do want to pause and look at your faces as you prepare to transition from us into the world, I am reminded that the human spirit is higher than ever. Dr. Carver, who cleared the path for all of you, would be proud of your commanding presence. Commanding. For the next few minutes, I'm going to ask us to unite our collective imagination and be transported to the land of story or storytelling. So let's frame a vision briefly together. Stories are tools for living. Stories are tools for living. They give us a sense of belonging, a sense of destiny, and for many, a sense of purpose. Graduates, we know, you know, that each of you have had a unique journey, and you are the main character on a journey that only you can navigate, crafting a story that only you can tell, that only you get to tell. Your story has meaning and currency and value, and your story, what you do with your life, can influence any and everyone, from the people sitting next to you, across from you, to billions of people across this planet. Your story. Commanding. Many of you have already started the journey with telling your story, even in the space of social media. Whether you've created a story through TikTok or Instagram or any other forms, you already created this idea of forming your story. Some of you have already created an incredible story to share with the world, and for as much as I would like as your superintendent to share every single story assembled within this group, let me just call out a couple. Justin Wallace. I know you're here. Justin, you're motivated to do great things because of your mother. Together, the two of you fought back against her health challenges, and that's why you plan to attend Clayton State University to pursue a nursing degree. Write your story, Justin, and blaze trails in the healthcare industry. Command, Justin, command. Zakiah Milton. Zakiah Milton. I know you're here. You also, inspired by your mom, you have turned your story around, learned the value of teamwork, and are going on to study biology, to become an orthodontist, and to encourage our African Americans to get into the sciences. Command your story. The first act of your story is largely complete. This chapter, your chapter. And we at APS are proud to have played a major role in your development at this point and beyond. And as the story of your life unfolds in this next act, it should serve as an aspiration to younger generations and an inspiration to all of us older generations. I ask you to share your story, graduates, not as a pathway to fame and fortune, but out of a commitment to others. A commitment that says you will tie your own dreams and destiny to something much larger and greater than yourself. You will command that. Commanding. The treasures that will come your way as a result of the support you give to others will far outweigh anything you can imagine at this point. But you must live the story, and you must share your story. So I ask you, George Washington Carver graduates, what will be the main idea, the theme of your story? Is it service, ingenuity, wealth, friendship? Is it prosperity for all? What is it that you want your story to convey that when people hear it, they're inspired to believe that they too can make it because you did? If you speak your truth, then the theme of your life will resonate with all of humanity. Not because you live in the right zip code, drive the right car, or work in the right company, but because you achieved all of these things and helped others to create the narrative of their own stories. We already know that your stories will be powerful. You already are. You're sitting here in front of all of us, commanding our attention in even this moment. You're going to land high-tech jobs, medical positions. You'll have jobs with titles that don't even exist yet. You'll discover cures, or you'll create groundbreaking policy. You may be the one to create an American novel or an Oscar-winning screenplay. Whatever it is your story to create. And all of us will sit on the edge of our seats waiting to discover more about your story. And I'm imagining in my own mind that as we prepare for those rolling credits that will be the completion or the next level of your story, we will see rolling on the screen entrepreneur, inventor, activist, president and CEO, executive producer, nurse, orthodontist, chair or chairman or chairwoman of the board, influencer, founder, philanthropist, and so much more, because you will command that. And can you see those credits? Can you see your story forming? We want you to see it. You've already created this chapter. And as we prepare to usher you into the next chapter, I want to remind you, newly minted Atlanta Public School alum, that we will be cheering you on, that we will be supporting you nearby and from a distance, because you are APS, and you have already commanded our attention. Now go and command the world, because the world is waiting for you, and we need you. We need you to make this world better than what you have found, and we are depending on you to do it, and to do it well. To that end, we salute you. The class of 2022, command your attention and go and change the world. And now, I would like to introduce for the board address for the Atlanta Board of Education, District 1 Representative, Ms. Katie Howard.
Thank you very much, Dr. Herring. And it is so wonderful to be before all of you today. Like Dr. Herring said, I am Katie Howard, and I'm the very proud Board of Education District 1 representative, which of course includes the Carver campus, Carver STEAM, and early college. So it's very personal to me to be giving you remarks today. I am also a proud APS graduate myself, as you will officially become today, class of 2022. While recognizing this day is about you, we all know that getting to this point of graduation would not have been possible without your principals, administrators, and educators. I know Dr. Herring gave them shouts out, but we've got to again because they more than deserve it. I would like to recognize and thank Carver STEAM Principal, Mr. Mohammed. Thank you so much for all you do. And Early College Principal, Rogers. And their leadership teams and all the feeder school principals. I know for a fact that each of their teams puts forth everything they have every day for all their students and has contributed unlimited hours towards this end goal of graduation and success. Thank you all for all you do. Graduates, you would not be here today celebrating this monumental milestone without the love and support of your parents, families, and caregivers. So we extend our gratitude and congratulations to them, as well as our appreciation for letting APS play a role in your education. I want to acknowledge my fellow board members, Dr. Herring and her leadership team, and a special shout out to those who made today's celebration here at Georgia Tech possible. Now let's talk about you, very impressive class of 2022, and what makes up the schools of the historic Carver campus. And going back to Dr. Herring's remarks, the importance of creating your own story, but also recognizing the significant stories of the past. The story of Carver is rich, having been the former site of Clark University and Gammon Theological Seminary. It was a center of the cultural life for the Black community and its students, hosting religious services and musical concerts. It fostered and cultivated Black talent and culture and a heavily segregated South, where Black people had limited access, if any, to the arts and other educational venues and opportunities. Fast forward to today, and the educational opportunities continue on at Carver. Carver is STEAM, which has prepared many of you for college and career in one or a few of the pathways focused on science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Carver is also early college, which means that many of you already have college credits and will start college ahead of the game, or will start your career with technical skills or certification. Carver is also a school that produced a football team that went to the state championship, can't say it enough times, and congrats to the track team as well. Awesomely done. And also, many, many more accomplishments. Carver today is all of you, amazing individuals who have already accomplished and persevered through so much to achieve your goals today. As George Washington Carver said, there is no shortcut to achievement. Life requires preparation. Veneer isn't worth anything. Know that the lessons and experiences that you've had at Carver will serve you well as you enter this next phase of your journey, and that a part of the rich and beautiful legacy and story of Carver travels and continues with you. So now, go out and realize your dreams and your goals and do it your way. But don't forget to help others in the process. Our city, our country, and indeed the world community stand in dire need of your new and creative ideas to solve great problems and help create prosperity and true freedom for others. So we, the Atlanta Board of Education, hope we have equipped you to challenge outdated ideas, to shake up institutions that no longer serve the common good, and to fashion a path of personal excellence so impactful others will fall over themselves to follow you. That, my friends, is the greatest reward for a good story well told. Thank you and congratulations, Carver STEAM and Carver Early College, class of 2022.
Good afternoon. My name is Zaria Taylor, and I am your proud Carver Early College, class of 2022 Salutatorian. This accomplishment is not mine alone. I am merely a reflection of the love that was poured into me by mentors, advocates, and friends throughout my 4 years of high school. With that said, I'd like to firstly express my gratitude to the teachers, staff, faculty, and students at Carver Early College, as well as my family. While today is a joyous and celebratory occasion for us all, it is only natural to become emotional as we reflect on our individual journeys that led us to this moment. To start off, I'm going to tell you all a little bit about my journey. While many people look at me as an accomplished and seemingly polished person, very few know that throughout all 4 years of high school, I have battled with homelessness and housing instability. During the entirety of my freshman and sophomore years of high school, my family and I lived in a motel room. In times as recent as this year, I moved from place to place, struggling to find somewhere I could call home. But despite my circumstances, through countless hours of study, an unwavering focus, and the help of family and friends, I managed to make it here today. It is because of my resilience that I am one of the few seniors that has successfully participated in dual enrollment for 3 years. It is because of my resilience that after earning over $962,206 in scholarships, and 50 college acceptances, I will be a first-generation college student. And it is because of my resilience that in the fall of 2022, I will attend the #1 ranked HBCU, Spelman College, on a full scholarship. But today, I not only celebrate my first, I also celebrate the first of the graduating class of 2022. My story is not unique. We've all experienced something that made us want to give up. We've all experienced a moment when life was so hard that we didn't think we could make it through. Yet, each and every one of you are living proof that when hardship and hard work collide, hard work wins every time. Because of our resilience, we are the first to compete in the state championships for football in over 54 years. Because of our resilience, we are the first in our school's history to earn over $14 million in scholarships. And because of our resilience, today we are graduating from the first and the finest of all the early colleges in the state of Georgia. So to put it simply, we should be proud. Proud of the fact that we push past the struggles and focus on our futures. They say that pressure makes diamonds, and if that's the case, Carver Early College is the most iced out school in APS. Class of 2022, congratulations.
Greetings. I am Keyshawn Forbes, the class of 22 Carver Senior Salutatorian. I would first like to give thanks to God, my church family, teachers, principal, faculty, counselors, college advisories, peers, and everyone else that helped me along this journey. I am truly thankful for the knowledge and education that you all have provided for me. To my mother, Jody Green, for sacrificing for me even when she was hurting or was not feeling her best. She pushed me and told me to give it my all, and for that I am eternally grateful. When I was preparing to write this speech, I knew I wanted to give a piece of advice to my peers that has helped me to guide me throughout my life. I landed on never stop, keep grinding, and striving. Our ancestors died for our freedom and rights. Me knowing this history keeps me encouraged, and it can do the same for all of us. Understand that we have to work hard for everything that we want. I want us to create a space where it's normal for all African Americans to receive a quality education and to attain financial wealth. I know my community of people has suffered, and I want the class of 2022 to spark a transformational change. I have a fire to finish the fight that my ancestors started. Their suffering was for people like me and you. Being successful is all about our mentality. The color of my skin, the neighborhood I was raised in, will and cannot dictate my future. And more importantly, it will not define us. Regardless of what trials and tribulations I encounter, I still push myself despite them. There have been plenty of examples during our 4 years at Carver that were challenging, but we didn't quit. Oftentimes, I would remind myself that challenges are what get me focused and that flow makes life worth living. So I look forward to them even knowing that it's not going to be easy. My spirituality and faith has taught me to embrace the things I can't change and turn them into opportunities. Meditation and prayer has given me the wisdom and awareness I need. I believe everyone is capable of creating the life they want. I refuse to believe that we are stuck. I refuse to believe in limitations. We are capable of anything if only we believe it, because with belief comes action and possibilities. When we are open to learning more and willing to trust in our intuition, anything is possible. Let's continue to learn from our past and stand out for accomplishing greatness. Let's also influence the younger generation to be better than us and achieve goals higher than expected. Embrace obstacles to build the resilience required to live a purpose-driven life. It has been an honor and a privilege to stand before you today. Thank you.
afternoon, parents, loved ones, faculty, distinguished guests, and the esteemed graduates. I am Tony Reed, Valedictorian of Carver Early College graduating class of 2022. The innovative George Washington Carver once declared, "Start where you are with what you have. Make something of it and never be satisfied." The more you feel the need to push yourself further away from where you are, the closer you are to achieving your dreams. And in order to achieve your dreams, you must be resilient. I started my life right here in the south side of Atlanta, Georgia, at Heritage Academy Elementary School, with a loving mother and father who both value education and believed in me. For as far as I can remember, they always congratulated me on my accomplishments and pushed me to achieve my dreams. Although neither one of them had the chance to attend a four-year institution, they worked hard to make sure that I could. Today, I am manifesting their dreams as a first-generation college student and graduating first in my class. Although I started my high school journey at another school, I desire more from my experience, and I made the decision to transfer to early college. My dreams of being the #1 scholar in my class began to materialize quickly as soon as I entered the doors of the historic Carver High School campus. In order for me to be prepared for the rigors of Georgia State University's dual enrollment, I knew I had to push myself and meet the requirements in 10th grade. Tenacity, grit, and fortitude were the driving forces behind my goals. My journey at EC, as we affectionately like to call it, has granted me the opportunity to participate in the dual enrollment program at Georgia State University, where I earned a total of 18 credit hours towards my collegiate studies. Over the past 2 years at EC, I've been inducted into 7 nationally recognized honor societies, served as the senior class secretary for the Student Government Association, was elected president for the Future Business Leaders of America, and was recognized as the most valuable player for the girls' varsity volleyball team. And I did all this while working 5 days a week while maintaining a 4.1 high school GPA and over a 3.5 college GPA while still doing work in my community. I held steadfast to my dreams, and as of today, I've been accepted into over 30 colleges and universities and amassed over $1,256,000 in scholarships. My favorite poet, Maya Angelou, once stated, "It's not where you take your dreams, it's where your dreams take you." And this fall, my dreams will be taking me to the University of Georgia on a full scholarship. Class of 2022. Today is the day that we become graduates of Carver Early College, the first early college in the state of Georgia. Today is the day that we begin our journey as alumni of this prestigious school and carry on the legacy of those before us. Each one of us has dynamic stories of dreams and resiliency. Remember that you must dream before your dreams can come true. By bouncing back from every adversity that confronted us and emerging victoriously, we are trailblazers and beacons of the light of our families, communities, and the world at large. I charge you to not let this be the end of your story. Let this be the light that guides your steps on this path called light. Thank you all.
Hello, everyone. I would like to begin by acknowledging all of our counselors, teachers, faculty members, and families. Without your unrelenting efforts to guide us towards the right path, we will not be here. So many thanks for your love, guidance, and support throughout this journey. When I first came to Carver, I was shy and too timid to approach anyone, let alone talk to them, even when I needed the help. I was born in Accra, Ghana, a country on the west coast of Africa. It's a quite lovely country filled with many cultures and dialects. It's not a day went by in Accra that I did not feel joy and excitement for the next day. But when I moved here, I didn't feel comfortable approaching anyone. I was hesitant to speak, and I just did not feel the same excitement anymore. Luckily, during my sophomore year, I met Keyshawn Phobes, who became my good friend and class of 2022 Salutatorian. Congrats, bro. Our friendship allowed me to be more social and exposed me to the social norms of Western society. And the more time I spent with my classmates, our bonds grew and I allowed myself to be more vulnerable. But I truly still long for home. In Ghana, friendship is brotherhood. The loyalty is unparalleled compared to here. Don't get me wrong, the loyalty here is good, but I know that it's not always the driving force for bonds, specifically friendship with teenagers. I found myself giving people multiple chances to accept me for who I am. Because I was longing to create similar bonds to the one I had home. As cruel as reality can be, it never fails to give us what we need in order to grow. Eventually, I learned to be myself and no longer worried about whether people would accept me for who I truly am or not. And that was when authentic bonds were created. I remember first hearing about the Valedictorian title from a few of my friends, but I didn't think much of it. No less cared about it until months later when I realized the importance of it. And to my surprise, a good friend of mine was also aiming for the title. I wasn't necessarily happy or not unhappy about it. I just thought, well, if it does become the vow, that would be amazing. But then it hit me. What about me? I told myself, at least if you're not going to be number one, put up a good fight. Mid-semester, I was juggling football and academics, but I wasn't balancing both well. I was not spending enough time studying, and it was showing in my grades, especially in Mr. Gillis's class, which we all had to struggle with. Knowing I was not giving my best, knowing I could do more, believing that I did not have the aptitude to be number one, made the valedictorian title seem unattainable. Those were not good feelings, but a necessary one to let me know if I wanted to achieve greatness, mediocrity was unacceptable. As stated by Ray Dalio, life is like a game where you seek to overcome the obstacles that stand in your way of achieving your goals. You get better at this game through practice. The game consists of a series of choices that have consequences. You can't stop the problems and choices from coming at you. So it's better to learn how to deal with them. It's a lesson I've learned over the past 4 years of my high school career. I realized that sometimes the journey may seem complex, but taking a break and reanalyzing can give you different insights as to how to go about achieving your goal. Class of 2022, we've made it through finishing school during the pandemic. Once we leave here today, remember the little things that helped you get here. Remember those who may not be here to share this moment with us. Take all the little things we've learned these past 4 years and apply them to the next phase of your life. Work hard and success will come. And always remember, put up a good fight.
Congratulations to our valedictorians and salutatorians. As we recognize this class, we celebrate many accomplishments and an amazing wealth of post-secondary opportunities. Several members of the class of 2022 have earned college credits at Georgia State University, Atlanta Metropolitan State College, Atlanta Technical College, and Georgia Military College. An outstanding number of scholars in this class have taken advanced placement courses. Members of this class distinguished themselves by earning acceptances to many of the finest colleges and universities in this country, including Georgia State University, Clark Atlanta University, Georgia Southern University, Emory University, Howard University, and Clayton State University, Spelman College and Morehouse College, and the University of Georgia among them. Over 96% of our graduates have been accepted into our nation's colleges and universities.
We now come to the point in our program where we publicly recognize our many talented seniors. Remember, we are honoring the students with respect and dignity. Will the following seniors please stand? Students in the top 10%. Thank you. Members of the National Honor Society. Thank you. Members of the Beta Club. Thank you. Honor students with an 80 or above cumulative grade point average. Thank you. Students with a 1,000 or higher on the SAT or 21 or higher on the ACT. Thank you. Georgia Hope Scholarship recipients. Thank you. Pathway completers. Thank you. Students who will exercise their right to vote and have a voice in our democratic society. Will all registered voters please stand? Thank you. Would all students who plan to continue their life preparation through our nation's military please stand? Thank you. Will all students who are recipients of college scholarships please stand? Thank you. Will all students who plan to attend a 2- or 4-year university or college in the fall please stand? Thank you. Will all Achieve Atlanta scholarship recipients please stand? Thank you. We would also like to recognize a special group of scholars who have met course criteria for the state of Georgia and have presented capstones and the importance of international competencies. Would all recipients of the International Skills Diploma Seal please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Earning a total of 425 college credits, with the students with the highest number of college credits in our classes please stand and be recognized at this time. Tony Reed, please stand. Thank you. Would the Faculty Cup recipients who were awarded at the Visions of the Future ceremony please stand? Faculty Cup recipients. Thank you.
It is now my high honor to present special recognition and awards to individual members of this distinguished class. Please note that each category, scholars from both schools will be recognized. Will the following persons please come forward to assist with the presentation of these prestigious awards? Ms. Christina Howard Rogers, Ms. Katie Howard, and Dr. Lisa Herring.
The Valedictorian Award is presented to the student whose grade point average places him or her as the highest ranked student in the senior class at each school. This year's recipient for Carver Early College is Tony Reed.
The Valedictorian Award for Carver STEAM goes to Brian Nakomi-Seki. The Salutatorian Award is presented to the student whose grade point average places him or her at the second highest rank in the senior class at each school. This year, the award for Carver STEAM goes to Keyshawn Forbes.
The Salutatorian Award for Carver Early College is presented to Zaria Taylor. The Star Student Award is presented to the student from each school's senior class whose performance on the Scholastic Aptitude Test is 1,000 or better and whose total score is highest in his or her class. The recipient for early college is Zaria Taylor.
The coveted Atlanta Journal Cup is presented to a senior at each school whose performance has been exceptional in several dimensions of the school program. These students must be well-rounded scholars. When your name is called, please stand at your seat to be recognized. The recipient from Carver STEAM is Tavalis Griggs. Come on up, Tavalis.
The Atlanta Journal Cup recipient from Carver Early College is Miss Darnisha Ben. Please approach the stage. Other very significant awards that were presented at the Visions of the Future programs are listed in the printed program. We congratulate all award recipients. We thank presenters, board members, and our superintendent.
Members of the Atlanta Board of Education, Dr. Herring, and the principals of Carver Early College and the STEAM Academy at Carver hereby certify that these candidates for graduation have completed all of the requirements of the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education and are now eligible to receive their diplomas. Will Carver STEAM representatives please come forward to present candidates for graduation? As we prepare to award diplomas, we ask that the following persons please come forward: Dr. Lisa Herring and Ms. Katie Howard.
Braylon Pitts. Tasai Berry. Quintavious Lockett. Travion Huff. Tyquavius Collins. Jashad Robinson. Demetrius Houston. Jamel Adams. Shatelva Beeson. Kobe McCrary. Sankiria Chester. Amachi McDaniel. Zachary Hosh. Juan Javon. DeQuarius Presley. Lafayette Farr. Cameron Rogers. DeAnthony Boyd. Kiasia Chandler. Marquez Shepard. Frederick Gilliam. Kerry Gooseby. Christian Moreno Soriano. Diamond Lindsay. Jarvis Russell. Curtis Ward, Jr. Daniel James. Vintavious Souter. Tamia Birch. Gregory Colon Freitas. Jazir Willis. Gianni Myers. To Michael Robinson. Dayana Bass. Mariana Owens. Shakaren Harris. Eric Carter. Quintez Vance. Kayla Jordan. Deja Sutton. Tashaya Jackson. Amaya Kellogg. Shamaya Arnold. Daquan Merritt. Zakiah Milton. Lanaya Martin. Chanel Gordon. Michaela Sutton. Caitlin Harris. Amanda Corbin. Jalen Smith. Equilla Everhart. Shania Gordon. Aaliyah Marcy. Asiana Collins. Zanaya Harris. Chastity Jordan. Priscilla Lumford. Armani Kane. Kobe Allen. Doreen Herrera-Mana. Jamie Hill. Tavalis Griggs. Malia White. Justice Reese. Denathia Frederick. Keyshawn Forbes. Brian Okomia Sechi.
Will the Carver? Will the Carver?
Marquise Bentley, Jr. Amari Floyd. Moses Umoran. Elijah Raphael Grant. Jason Ingram. Terrell Omar Lightfoot, Jr. DeMonta Trailer. Keontae Strozier. Isaiah Khan. Jacavius Pace. Martin Luther Breland. Devontae Amasiani. Oji Agochi. Alvin Rashard Hollingsworth, Jr. Keon Redding. Darian James. Diallo Sadia Mosley. Montavious Lowe. Larry Lemons. Contavious Jamal Card. Rasan Norman. Jaquez Simmons. Romel Wayne Pina. Kamali Brooks. Anarion Harris. Amir Jerome Hawkins. Jamil Zion Lee. Jaquez Armand Barnett. Mark Boston. Corey Jamal Ponder. Evan Vonzel Holmes. Jade Elysium Malika Chaban. Ja'Cory Grant. Andrew Calhoun. Michaela Anaya Leach.
Anaya Leach.
Donovan Fuller. Zakai Jalil Beck. Corey Kelly Jr. Kamari DeMonte McMichael. Deron Dill. Javon Barron. Quincy Shadrell Howard. Elise Iman Brinson. Inslee Neal. Sayla Amor Kyle. Alikia Parker. Brianna Otesia Williams. Marlasia Brown. Keandre Stallworth. Zachary Scott. Jamarcus Jermaine Spears. Frederick Bailey. Quintavious Davis. Nehemiah Barron. Jalen Smith. Shania Thomas. Antonio Johnson. Niasha Jackson. Kayla Cornegay. Dakaya Bell. Aja Renee Banks. Rihanna Tyson. Laylee Saintville. Quentin Jackson. Anaya Lee. Ariana Bowman. Tavares Myers, Jr. Lauren Nicole Montgomery. Michaela Jackson. Shanteria Bailey. Janira Booker. Marcus Brown. Eric Bravo Escudero. Jarvius Tyreek Brown. Tobias Dion Robinson. Angelo Leon Johnson, Jr. Ariana Sims. Sharon Tashawn Harrison. Kiera Imani Mitchell Lowe. Ramaya Hickson. Brittany Keon Lee. Ariel Wallace. Ezetria Smart. Awa Donzo. Quinaya Robertson. Amari Render. Twan Charles. Denisha Renee Allen. Victoria Tashe Latrice Nooks. Shakiria Gates. Ariana Sheree Ezel. Rebecca Ibarra. Whitney Olivia Squarles. Anaya Stidwell. Brittany Pearson. Angelique Apagani. Talea Johnson. Jade Cole. Sierra Kofer. Shawante Sims. Tremere Ennis. Cameron Page Stanley. Jessica Jemiah Holloway. Shania Deshay Wilkerson. Micaiah Clay. Antoinette Jameer Ashley. Takaya Harris. Emily Melina Avellaneda. Layla Carter. Darnisha Ben. Sarari Sanchez Mendoza. Raquel Annette Smith. Justin Wallace. Jayla Simone Baker. Etta Hebetus. Kamaya Sterling. Zaria Ella Taylor. Tony Takaya Reed.
Would Miss Katie Howard please come to the podium to certify this class for graduation? Thank you. I couldn't hear. One more step, one more step. So, to the class of 2022, your principal has verified that you have completed all the requirements set forth for graduation by the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education. By the power vested in me by the Atlanta Board of Education, I hereby certify you as graduates of the class of 2022. Congratulations. Thank you.